Winds. After the elements of nature and the separation of the atmosphere for a complete understanding of earthquakes, we will also refer to the winds. In the air, there are two types of vapors caused by the earth, the dry and the wet, where they are inconcentrated as there is no dry without the wet, and vice versa. Wet evaporation is the principle and responsible for rains and the rainwater cycle, while dry evaporation is the cause, a natural element for all winds. So the air, having a dry and moist phase, is sometimes moist and sometimes dry. As these fumes are continuously produced, clouds and winds are manifested according to the seasons. Sometimes wet steamy vaporization prevails, and sometimes dry and sometimes smoky vaporization. So we have years that are rainy and wet, but also dry years with winds, either locally or on a larger scale. It is possible that wet evaporization prevails in one area and dry evaporation prevails in an adjacent area, which causes locality in the phenomena. So when the rain forms, the wind stops, while after the rain it starts again more strongly. These phenomena cause the winds to be mainly north or south due to the movement of the sun from east to west. When the sun approaches, evaporation of moisture is caused, while when it leaves, rains and storms occur. Wind movement is caused from top to bottom. As mentioned, the superlunar place moves in the direction of the etheric field in a circle. The ionosphere in the sublunar locus, specifically its upper limit, touches the superlunar area and takes a component of this motion. In combination with the position of the moon and the sun at any moment, concentrations and currents of the noble gases and hydrogen that exist there are created. This creates the so-called atmospheric pressure from the ionosphere in the lower layers and is the basic principle of the winds in the lower layer of the atmosphere, in the troposphere, and occurs before the winds are felt or manifested. At the same time, vapors from the earth, whether dry or wet, also make their upper cycle in phases. All of the above contribute to the fact that the winds are in a mostly oblique direction and not from north to south or the opposite. In the same way that a river is formed, a wind is formed by the combination of many dry phase vapors. That is why where they start they are weak, while when they advance they blow stronger. The sun sometimes stops and sometimes stirs up the winds and the rains. When the fumes are few, with its heat it neutralizes them and breaks them up. It also causes a new vaporization by drying the earth first, accumulated great secretion. So with the speed of drying, the sun prevents their formation. Depending on the geographical location of each place and the season, in combination with the atmospheric pressure there caused from above, corresponding percentages of wet and dry vapors are created. These cause rains and winds respectively in individual areas, while neighboring ones can come into contact, causing the corresponding weather phenomena.